I want to talk about the spirit of love. I've been talking about it in a lot of my videos, and it doesn't just relate to relationships or the relationship you have for yourself. It's an energy or a frequency. It's a truly light, uplifting feeling. It's a state that you could be in. Don't confuse love with pain. They're two separate things, but we tend to associate them together, but they're different. Now, love relates to health, wealth, and happiness. And in learning how to be vulnerable and show love and be your true self, we are taught maybe that it is a sign of weakness. And for my whole life, I've been told what I can and cannot do. I was told that I was not good enough or I could not fit in. And a lot of people have taken advantage of my kindness. You probably look around if you're an empathetic person and say to yourself, wow, this person has been in so much pain. The cards that were dealt to their life thus far were so difficult. How can they possibly be such a nice, kind-hearted, compassionate person? It must not be true. They must have some ulterior motive. They must be fake. But a lot of times that's not true. There's a saying that the people who have suffered and been through a lot of adversity are truly the most loving, compassionate people. But regardless, going through these experiences, being taken advantage of, is very painful. But you have to choose to turn that pain into light. You have to choose to forgive not only the other person, but forgive yourself so you can have peace with yourself and release the situation, release the mindset, release this identity, release the people that are no longer serving you for your highest good. Okay, it's difficult to release people because it feels comfortable and we're used to it, but sometimes you just have to release them in a loving, compassionate way. You can still be a nice person, but what I'm learning on my own journey is to highlight my kindness, highlight my compassion, highlight my love as my strength, as something to be proud of, as a shining light, because the light overpowers the dark, but also establish clear, loving boundaries, follow my intuition, my inner compass, my inner knowing, and be able to discern the people, places, and situations that are in my highest good. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to be easy all the time, but why I think following your intuition is so important is because you can follow your intuition, follow your heart, so you know what people, places, and things you want to interact with in your life. And you can see the field, you can see the board, you can see things play out before they play out, because you're tuned into who you are as yourself. And no one, me, light, anyone, can tell you what to do or influence you or manipulate you. You could still stay in your positive, loving vibration. And love is not just about relationships, right? It's a state of being. So you could love to do your job. You could be really passionate about doing your job. But then people are saying, oh, you know, don't do this certain job. It's not good for you. It doesn't make a lot of money. But if you love what you're doing, you have a different energy. You bring a different spark to what you're doing. You could be working at McDonald's flipping burgers, but be so happy, have a smile on your face, and wrap each burger up so delicately, so passionately, and be really proud of what you're doing. Or you could work at McDonald's and like hate your life and make shitty burgers. It's up to you, right? It doesn't matter what you do, but you have to really love it and enjoy it. Don't let past experiences keep cycling in your mind, influencing your future outcomes. If you started a business and it failed, like I have, don't give up on yourself and say like, I'm a failure, I can't do this, because you're in a state of fear. It's the same thing that happens a lot in our relationships. We have a difficult relationship where, you know, a lot of things weren't working out and it was very painful, it was very traumatic. And now, after releasing that relationship, your idea of love is pain, when that is not love. Pain is not love. Pain is as a result of interactions and experiences with other people who are still on their own journey of self-love and development themselves. So please don't confuse love as pain. Don't associate love with pain. It's not the same thing. You are also going through your own journey of evolution, so you are also not perfect. And I'm not crediting the people that have wronged you in the past, but try to release this pain, this association with the past, bringing it into your future, and it keeps on replaying. Forgive and have peace so you can move forward, because you deserve to be loved. You're a special person. You deserve to love yourself and you deserve to be loved. So if you're afraid of committing to a relationship because you're going to be hurt again, I understand. You have to really be vulnerable to put your heart on the line, but just trust yourself. Tap into your intuition, your inner knowing, and know that you deserve to be loved. And know that the past experience, the past company that you tried to open, the past relationship, everything was supposed to happen for a reason, for your own self-development, for your own growth. Okay, if you have that mindset, you can keep going forward. You can move on to that next relationship, that next company with a new energy, a new spirit, a new spark. Don't stay in a lower frequency, because when you get hurt, you tend to close your heart up. You put a shield up. Your ego masks you, and you don't want to commit, and you're very protective of yourself. You're very, I don't want to get too close to this person. I don't want to tell this person this. Like, I'm going to keep my options open. That is one way to look at it, but it's coming from fear. It's coming from lack. You are good enough to love. You just got to let go and open your heart, but also at the same time be observant and conscious to set those boundaries and to follow your intuition, to follow your own heart. Right, Light? He likes what I'm saying. Yeah, we're sitting here on the thing. So don't confuse pain for love. It's different. It's just an experience, and life is all about different experiences. And you'll look back and say, wow, life is so fulfilling. And about the ego and hate and pain is why a lot of negative things happen in this world, like we'll say wars. And I know wars are very complex, but why wars happen is people that take out of ego, out of pride, out of dominance, right? It's probably because they've been hurt before, or they're afraid of their own selves. They're lost in who they really are themselves. So everyone is on their own journey. So the only thing that you could focus on is your own self-development, your own self-love. The pain is just an experience. It's just a lesson. And you could look back and say, wow, that was worth it. Everything that I did so far, that was worth it. But it's very important to forgive and move forward. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are worthy of love, and love is not pain. You have a failed business, you can still do it. Open your heart back up. And I know it's very comfortable to choose the easy option, to choose the option not of growth but of comfort and something that you're familiar with, something that's associated with maybe not your highest timeline, something that may be associated with pain, something that's quote unquote easy. But is that really the most fulfilling path? Instead, if you choose the path of growth and self-development that may be a little hard, you could be more fulfilled, and you could be on the path of no matter what's thrown at you, you keep going, you keep moving forward, and you keep shining your light, and you keep radiating love, not from a weak position, from a strong, stable, confident position. Because a lot of people that are in a fear state, a lack state, or think they're not good enough, and I've struggled with that too, they really don't know who they are, and they're running from themselves. And the only way to give them some type of energy is to bring you down. And you don't have to fight with them. Don't fight with them. Just keep shining your light and open your heart and keep moving forward, okay? What do you got to say about this, Light? What do you got to say about this?
My name is Light, I'm a good boy, and I like to be good. We're gonna be here, and we're gonna forgive and trust our intuition and love life, because that is what we do, and everything happens for a reason. So do not hate anyone, because things happen for a reason, and everything is an experience, and we all need to learn from the experience and trust each other and know that everything is good. If you make it good. All right. Anyway, peace.